Hello, boys and germs. It is a rainy March day, but the temperature's kind of good, mid 50s. And I'm thinking of trying a trip down 36 west to the Electrify America near Indianapolis because there's a Panda Express there, and I'd love to get some drive-through Chinese. And I could do that, 4 miles from here, but seems a lot funner to go 200 miles to do that, don't you think? In the rain. Just because. It's not like it costs anything. Thank you, Electrify America and VW, for all the free electricity. It's kind of dumb. Don't do that. Anyway, I'm going to try this using my actual primary iPhone for my camera this time instead of a cast-off old phone, hoping it does a better job of optical image stabilization on the highway, because the last couple of shots I've done been a little shaky. Let's call that the reason for the trip. I don't need a reason for the trip, but I keep trying to make one up. All right. I'm parked charging to 100%, which will be in about 10 minutes. I'll be done with that. And for the first time since owning this car, it is predicting over 200 miles of range because I got it in the middle of winter. So I'm excited to see how far it can actually go when it's not below 50 degrees. Let's go. Okay, 100% charge, 245 miles predicted range. Let's make sure we're on Eco. Yep. And climate is Auto 72. Seat warmer on 0.1. Okay. Oh, I need to do the reset. All right. And away we go. using the full drive assist suite, even though this isn't a restricted access highway. It seems to work pretty well. When you cross an intersection where the lines disappear for more than, say, 15 feet, it does yell at you to take over steering. And I'm pretty sure if I come up at a red light with no cars in front of me at that red light, it won't have anything to tell it to slow down or stop, and I'll have to do it myself. Is that clearing sky ahead? Awesome. So annoying when you're on the edge of the clouds going away and there's a bunch of rain still, because you haven't quite got out from under the cloud just yet. Okay, guys, can that be it for the rain for today? A little bit of a detour down Champaign County Line Road, because apparently about 10 miles, 5 to 10 miles back, don't exactly know how far, I missed a turn on 36. So do a little bit of back road driving. Rush Township. I'd like to live in Rush Township. Set up a little Rush museum. Maybe have a Rush Civic Center. Have Rush tribute bands play on Bastille Day or the 24th of May, or both. Okay, this should be 36 again. Okay, back on track. Ooh, here's a sharp bend. Let's see how the auto steer handles this. Smooth. I'm finding that hilly terrain like this that just undulates is a bit of a problem for travel assist. You'll crest a hill as it turns and the thing won't react quick enough and you'll go over the center line and then it'll start yelling at you to take over. My goodness, that's a big house. Oh well, dark clouds again. It says there's a Walmart Supercenter ahead. Okay, we're cresting a hill, and will it miss the turn? Oh, it made the turn. That's pretty good. Maybe it's only ones to the right that it has problems with. Hello, rain. You suck. Still darkening clouds, but at least it's not raining at the moment. Hey, look, it's my drive. Never been to Piqua, and apparently I'm famous here. So, an interesting interaction just occurred here in Piqua, Ohio. I pulled into a Rally's, so I was thirsty. Let me start that again. I pulled into a Rally's that was an easy right-hand turn right in downtown Piqua here, as it was making me turn left and right to stay on 36 because I was thirsty, and got to the drive-through, and an automated voice said, "Would you like to try our #1 combo?" And I said no. Apparently I didn't say it loud enough. And then nothing happened, and then it said, "Hello, would you like to try our #1 combo?" And it struck me that there wasn't going to be a human intervening here, that an AI, not an AI, but an automated voice response system was going to try to take my order. So I went ahead and told it what I wanted, and it confirmed it and prompted me through, anything else, you want cheese on that, and blah de blah. And at no time was a human voice at the other end of the conversation. And then I get up to the drive-through window, and it's just two guys making the food and handing it out the window. They've got headsets on, so apparently they can hear the transactions going on at the drive-through, but they are not part of the ordering process, which I find really weird. Why a place like Rally's in particular, which is a low-cost, drive-through only carryout place, why they, of all places, would spend the money to automate order taking when places like McDonald's and Wendy's and the big guns have not done that. What they've done, and what McDonald's in particular has done instead, is decided that because you have an iPhone, you are your own cashier and you will place your own order. Instead of using their point of sale terminal, you're carrying one in your pocket. So why don't you do that job? So they farmed it out to the customer. Whereas Rally did not farm it out to the customer. They did farm it out to a third-party voice response system, which is nicer to the customer if you think about it, compared to what McDonald's is doing. Anyway, that's the first time I've run across that. Maybe it's common and I just haven't hit it before. But I don't think it'll be long before all the drive-thrus are that way. There'd be really no reason not to be at this point, at the rate that AI has accelerated and the rate at which voice response systems have become much better at understanding random human speech and massaging that into, yes, no, menu choice results that can then create an order. So here we are in the future, and the future has arrived with us, finally. Again, I have missed a turn onto 36. There was a big set of highway intersections, and I just went on through and came to a town, and somewhere between the center of those highway intersections and the center of that town, there was a turn I missed to get on 36. What the heck? Now I'm really confused. Okay, so I'm taking 49 back to 36. Okay. Let's see how this works out. One thing I've noticed in this town, lots of people sitting out on their front porches. So either that's just a thing people do here, or there's a parade about to come through. Yeah, apparently when I came to that intersection of highways, 36 started sharing 127, and I did not pay attention to that fact. Okay, well, I've got many miles to go, probably about 4 or 5 before I get to 36 again, so I'm not going to keep recording for that whole time. Doesn't make any sense. Just wanted to document my follies. Back on the highway I missed. And here's another turn off of 127 onto 36. But at least this one I'm not missing. Palestine. Wow, that's really far from home. That's like halfway around the world from home. Very aggressive rumble. Oh, look, a roundabout, my favorite. First you go this way, and then you go this way, and then you go back the other way again, and then there's a circle where people might be in to plow you to the right, and you just have to look, and then you go around. See how much better that is than, oh, I don't know, a four-way stop? I guess when it's busy, it's better. But we're in the middle of abso-freaking-lutely nowhere. Maybe it's a hopeful, optimistic roundabout. Build the roundabout and the traffic will come. That must be it. Okay, it just crossed over into Indiana. Unlike on 70, when you cross in Indiana, the road stays smooth, at least so far. I definitely found Route 70 between the Indiana border and Indianapolis was pretty poor. So far, this is nice. $78 miles to Indianapolis. We're not going all the way to Indianapolis. We're going to the outside the outer belt of Indianapolis. And we have 144 miles of predicted range left, so no problem. I did realize just a little bit ago that I do not have my mobile travel charger with me because I emptied out the back looking for a screw or something that keeps rolling around back there that I have yet to find, and I neglected to put it back in there. So in some ways this was a bit reckless, for if I was to have some kind of range problem and I would need a charger, not just electricity. So that was kind of dumb. something called Hoosier Hill showing up on the map. Elevation 1,257 feet. That's pretty high for a hill around these parts. And it is south of Crete and Spartanburg and east of Arba. Give that a look up. See if that's a reasonable place to try the up the hill, down the hill efficiency testing. Another thing that I'm seeing coming up here on the horizon now is windmill farms, wind turbine farms, rather. Probably seeing at least 50 stretched across the horizon there. That is really good to see. So I know there's a lot of that around here. We're not too far from the Subaru factory in Lafayette, Indiana, I believe. And just north of there is just a lot of wind turbines that Subaru is using to power that plant. I believe it's 100% green energy plant. Too bad they're not making green energy vehicles there yet. Get on it, Subaru. You know what we want. What everybody wants is an electric Crosstrek. Not the Solterra, which is a Toyota. We want a Subaru Crosstrek with all-wheel drive and a medium-sized battery pack and all the ground clearance of a Crosstrek, and just get the range over 200 and make sure the charging speed is nice and quick and keep the price under $40K, and America will beat a path to your dealerships. It's real simple. Some of these wind turbines should be big enough to show up in the picture now. Over on the right. Looks like we're going to get pretty close to some of them. Those are big. Those blades look longer than the ones in Ohio. Off of Route 30. They're either longer or the towers are shorter. quite as smooth, eh? Lots of solar out here, too. This is like green energy paradise. Both sides of the road. Huge. Huge deal. Absolutely huge. We keep going like that, we're going to make it. We have to keep going. 10x, 100x, and we'll be there. Ruh-roh, the rain is back. Boo. Okay, we're just about 20 miles away from our destination, Electrify America, at a Meijer that also has a Chinese fast food drive-through, which was the flimsy excuse for making the trip. Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, looks like we are coming up on another turn I need to make to stay on 36, where it joins another highway. Looks like it joins up with Highway 67 up ahead. So, need to make sure I don't miss that. .36 that away. These lights are interminable. Here comes a train. That is a big train. Big, heavy train. Unless all that stuff's empty. So near our destination, Apple Maps has me going down this narrow little road alongside a very large subdivision of pretty new houses, thousands and thousands of them, all very similar in design. So it's high density single family homes. They look kind of nice. They're not super big. Maybe some of them are big. Yeah, some of these are big. Some of them even have solar panels on the roofs. I'm surprised the homeowners association like this is allowing that kind of thing. It's good to see. We're going to need more of that. Okay, looks like we're going to go over a bridge over a reservoir. Looks kind of long. Marina Village. Indianapolis Yacht Club. Woo, fancy. I don't see any boats docked. Has everybody got their yachts at home? Well, that was fun, I guess. Looks like I missed another turn at a roundabout. I thought it was I looked at it before I got there and it was like, go straight through the roundabout, which I did. And apparently I was supposed to go 3/4 of the way around it. So now what? Apparently I was supposed to go 1/4 of the way around it, judging by where it's taking me. Huh. I think it did a recalculation or something, and I'm no longer on the same path. Whatevs. Just get me there, Apple Maps. Just get me there. Ooh, there it is. What we came here for. Panda Express. Sorry about that extra noise.
Welcome to Panda Express. Would you like to try our new sizzling shrimp? Hi, can I help you?
Hi, can I get Kung Pao chicken bowl, please?
Orange chicken bowl. What are you looking at tonight? For a fried chow mein.
Chow mein.
Alright. Can you able? You said kung pao?
Kung Pao, yes.
Okay. That's the spicy hot pea. Is that okay?
Okay.
Anything else?
A medium Diet Coke.
And medium diet. Alright. Anything else?
Nope, it says orange chicken on the menu here.
I'm making kung pao.
Okay, thank you very much. That's all I need.
Alright. It's 11:12. You like to donate for right to the hospital?
Not today.
No. Alright, to the window. Thank you.
Again with the extra noise. I'm sorry.
You said diet, right?
Yep.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Okay, now where are them chargers at? Ooh, this way. Are they perchance over here? Yes. Yes. Okay, here we are in charging. There are 6 stations here, 2 of them in use, one by me, one by that Volvo. And we are outside of a Meijer. And there's the Panda Express, the destination du jour. So we arrived here at about 34%. Still had over 90 miles of range. We traveled 179 miles, averaging 3.3 miles per kilowatt hour, according to the car. So that's definitely good. I am quite happy with those numbers. Now, granted, Route 36 that we traveled on, is 55 mile an hour or less all the way here. So, and it took us essentially 4.5 hours to get here. So once I'm charged up to, I may charge all the way to 100. We'll see how long it takes. 100%. I will take Route 70 home just to make it quicker. It'd burn a lot more juice in that direction too, so we'll have a good comparison. Okay, time to eat my Panda Express. Whoa, Kung Pao chicken was hot. So my review of the Panda Express here in Indiana is 5 stars. Would overeat again. The other interesting thing that happened while I was dining was a beautiful purple berry Lucid pulled up just as the white Volvo was heading out. And there's an interesting thing about this set of 6 chargers. They're all 150 kilowatt. None of them are 350s. I think this is the first Electrify America station location I've been to that didn't have at least one 350 kilowatt. So he apparently, the guy in the Lucid, wasn't privy to that. And he was looking at each of the chargers and he's like, even pulled in front of me looking at mine. He's like thinking I was camping on a 350. I am not camping on a 350 because there are none. Every one of these is a 150. So he's pretty disappointed, but he went over at the far end from me. So we are bookends to the charging stations. Anyway, I'm at 70%. It says I've got another 20 minutes to get to 100%. So we'll let it get to 100%. I can wait 20 minutes and then we will head home. And hopefully home will take less time than getting here did. All right, later. All right, charged to 100%. Now we got to zero this out. All right, let's go. Take your lane in the middle, eh? Clever. .37 south to Indianapolis. Is that here? No. I don't like this. This sucks. Oh, 69 and 37 are the same. I see. Now I see the violence inherent in the system. And getting onto a highway that's not moving. Yay! Okay, enough recording. These are parts of Indiana's Route I-70 that they are trying to mend, and apparently have been trying to mend for a long, long time. I think the past approximately 8 years in a row that I've made trips to Indianapolis, maybe once a year or less, where this construction was just going on, and it seems to be endless. But it's interesting. It looks like this whole median is going to be lanes, or they're putting up a concrete median. Let's see what happens when we get up to this bridge here. Does this concrete pad end? Yes, it does. But still, unclear what they're going to do there. Anyway, we are on our way home. We've only gone about 20 miles. The car kind of ridiculously claims 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour, which do not make a whole bunch of sense considering I've been going fast. But at any rate, yeah, we're only going 60 actually now. But we are barreling for home. There should be no need to stop on the way, and we'll compare range and time for the different routes. The slow route down 36 to get here, and the fast route back down 70 to get home. All right, one update. I think I figured out why the efficiency was so good. The windows started fogging up. I'm like, what's going on? I was like, oh, climate control's off. I had turned it off when I was charging because it was actually kind of humid, and I rolled the windows down, and the humidity remained, but the temperature difference, whatever, caused the windows to start fogging up. And that clued me into the fact that the climate control was off. So that is now back on. And now it's already dropped to 3.6 just because I did that. So I would expect less than 3.3 by the time we get home, because 3.3, or I think, was what it was when we got there through the slow route, and we're going much faster this route. So we will see. Okay, another 20 miles down the road, and we're down to 3.3 miles per kilowatt hour. So, yeah, definitely must have been that climate control being off that was causing the unreasonably high efficiency figure. So we'll definitely finish with less range available than going the other direction. The question is by how much. I think there was 93 miles of range left when we got to the destination. Probably be 50 or less left when we get home this way. We shall see. Well, finally the weather's cleared up a little bit, and we're in Ohio now, so the traffic's also cleared up a lot. It's kind of weird how the trucks thin out somehow. It's like wall-to-wall trucks for the first 30 miles out of Indianapolis, and then I guess they start splitting off in different directions a little bit. But we've gone 96 miles. We're still settled in at 3.2 miles per kilowatt hour, according to the car, which seems really good considering I've been going between 70 and 80 miles an hour for quite a good while here. Except, of course, when trucks pull in front of me like this and the car slows itself down to their dumb speed. So, should be home in 2 hours, and that will be great. Okay, we're going to take 42 up to Delaware to avoid rush hour traffic on the outer belt of 270. So our last 20 miles or so will be slightly slower speed, but it'll actually get us home quicker, I'm pretty sure. I guess that partially depends on how many trucks felt the same way. Come on, little Accord. We want to pass these trucks before we're down to one lane. I guess we're not going to do that then. Okay. Whatevs. Pa-dump, 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 pa-dump. Sorry about the bump, the bump, the bump. Delaware, 32 miles, not 20 miles. My bad. I was probably thinking from 161 to home, and we're at 70 to home. Anyway. We're going now. Slick roads. Sounds like a Speed Racer character. So yeah, weather has returned. Or chased us down, however you want to look at it. Oh, I saw some lightning. Shit's getting real. Oh. Okay, realized before it was too late that I needed to stop somewhere equidistant from home is where I started, or else I'd be adding like 10 miles to the journey home. And I've done so, and we ended up with 27% state of charge, 73 miles of range, which is less than the 90 something we had before. Showing we traveled 186 miles, averaging 3.4 miles per kilowatt hour, which, if I'm remembering correctly, and I'm sure I will put up the data on the video to tell whether I'm remembering correctly or not. I thought it was 3.3 on the other leg. But at any rate, very impressive that in a trip that took essentially an hour less, maybe more, I did not consume substantially more energy. That's pretty wicked. I'm very happy with that. Okay, well, that wraps it up for this fast food outing that took 7 hours. And it was totally worth it, don't you think? I do. Bye now.